All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I hope all of you are doing very well. This is going to be a month ahead reading for the month of September 2025. This is a very, very interesting month. So I hope all of you stay tuned and watch and pay attention. There's a lot of energy going on around this month. All right. So before I even get started, I want to say thank you all for your support and for your comments, and please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the heart emoji, depending on which social media you're going to be watching this on. I'm going to be posting it on all my social media and even on my Facebook. It's the same name, The Real Tarot 1123, okay? That's the standard thing across the board. And I have a website, www.therealtarot1123.com. If you want personal readings, go on over there, and you can see all the services I offer, and you can also decide which one you want. I do my reading. I don't do personal readings recorded behind the scenes and mail it to you. It's live. I do it via Zoom. So there you have it. Now, a couple of things with regards to the month of September. I'd already posted the week ahead for the first week of September, correct? That would be from the 1st to the 7th of September. I've already posted that. So that should be up. So for the week of for the month of September, this is intense. So we have two very important activities, celestial activities. One is going to be on the 7th and 8th of September, depending on where you are in the universe. We have a full moon lunar eclipse, and then on the 21st of September we have a partial. Let me look at this really quick. Oh man, my allergies every time gets me, man. Okay, so on September 21st, let's make sure I got this thing correctly. Damn, come on. September 21st, we have a new moon partial solar eclipse, okay? So there's a difference. Lunar eclipse is on the 7th and 8th, and on the 21st of September, there's going to be let me say that, September 7th and 8th, full moon lunar eclipse. And on the 21st, it's going to be a solar eclipse. I want to make sure I'm not confusing myself and confuse you all in the bargain. So if you go via Vedic astrology, I'm going to explain this. Vedic astrology and Western astrology, they are different. Vedic astrology focuses on the moon signs. Western astrology focuses on the sun sign. So if you are a person who wants to follow Vedic astrology, then this full moon lunar eclipse will be in the sign of Aquarius, and the solar eclipse will be in the sign of Leo. If you follow Western astrology, the full moon lunar eclipse will be in the sign of Pisces, and the solar eclipse is going to be in Virgo. So be careful, there is a difference. I'm going to do this based on I follow Vedic astrology for the most part, but if you need to listen to both, okay? But on the whole, this is going to be a tarot reading, and let's get started. So we'll start off, that's the introduction is over. I'm trying to keep a timeline so we'll know intro is over, then 3 minutes 32. Okay, for Aries, what do we have for the month ahead of September, right? September 1st to the 30th, I believe. 30 days or 31 days. How many days do we have in September? 30 days. Intense energies, okay? So watch the week ahead readings, because in the week ahead readings, the focus is on the lunar eclipse, and then there's going to be another week ahead, which I'm going to do. I do week aheads for every week that will focus on the solar eclipse. So don't forget to watch that. So for the month of September, for Aries, I'm going to shuffle this again. Bear with me. And have patience, because these could be longer readings, okay? Aries, you have the fire sign, okay? And then we have this guy. We have the World card. Interesting. I've been asked to take 2 more of these. We have Aquarius, and then we have Pisces. Wow, this is interesting, very interesting. So then we have the World card. I'm going to do the whole shebang. Then we have the Chariot card. One more. And then we have the Strength card. Okay, so these are some intense energies for the month of September. So I think everybody, regardless of which part of the universe you are in, the eclipses will affect everybody, but more so for certain people where you can actually see the eclipses, okay? But whether you can see it or not, it will affect everybody. So let's take it from the top. So Aries, we have the Fire card and the World card. The World card is ruled by Saturn, and as we know, Aries is ruled by Mars. Then we have Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. And then we have the Chariot card, which is Cancer, ruled by the Moon. Then we have Pisces, which is ruled by Saturn, and it is ruled by Jupiter and ruled by Neptune. And then we have the Strength card, which is a Leo card ruled by the Sun. This is telling me that these eclipses are really absolutely, Aries people are going to see the effects. They are going to feel the effects of it. Now, so like I said, I do Vedic astrology. So if it is Aquarius, which is where the lunar eclipse is going to be, Aquarius is your 11th house, and the solar eclipse is in Leo, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th house. So 11th house and 5th house, okay, very, very active for you. What is the 5th house? 5th house is speculation. 5th house is kids. It's learning, it's counseling, it's past life karmas, it's unconditional love, it's education, change, dynamic energies, adventure, your capacity to do whatever. And the 11th house is going to be like-minded people, groups and friends, gains from profession, income, older brothers, profit from trade, acquisition of money, that sort of a thing. Now these energies, the cards here are telling me, this is absolutely going to affect you all, okay? And more so in the Aquarius. Now keep in mind, these eclipses, y'all, these eclipses have the effects of these eclipses, people say 3 months to 3 weeks to 3 days. Let's do a 3 months. So for me, I consider 3 months. So you're going to see, you could have seen some sort of slight changes about 3 months ago, and you'll see it 3 months later. So there'll be that it's still the energies are around you. So be aware of that, okay, and make sure that you understand and you know that even though the celestial positions of the stars or the planets may change, the effects of these eclipses are intense energies. You're going to see it hanging around you for a bit, okay? So, and then you have Pisces, your 11th house and 12th house also active over here. So 11th and 12th, what is 12th house? Hidden supports, karma, things coming around full circle, etc. So watch out for these energies. It's not like, oh, the world's coming to an end, we're all going to drop dead. No, but they are intense energies, and it affects some people more than others, and it depends on, the degree those planets are in your personal chart. So keep that in mind as well. So let's pull out some cards. We have the 3 over here. Okay. And then we have the 3 of Swords. Here we go. 3 of Wands. I didn't tell you what that was. Here's the 3 of Swords. Right? Beautiful cards. Then we have the Page of Wands. And the Tower card popped up right over here. So, and then we have the 7 of Swords. A bit of a contentious energy. I'm going to advise Aries people, look, first and foremost, let me also explain what exactly eclipses are. Eclipses are a shadow or overshadowing of a certain situation type of thing in your life, right? Certain aspect of your life. It could also mean eclipse to remove, to throw away, to remove, to disregard, to alienate, to cut off, right? So for you over here, it's pretty interesting how this comes through. So 5 Fifth house, do not speculate with regards to your career, do not speculate with regards to your investments. Watch out for your profession. Make sure that you're not taking any sudden decisions over there and doing any weird stuff. And be very cognizant of the people, like-minded people and groups and friends who are going to be around you. If you play your cards right, you will see that you will gain from your profession, but don't make any drastic changes. 12th house, it's all about hidden supports, karma, and that sort of a thing. So, as I say, FAFO. So if you've done something in the past to FA, you're going to FO now, if you know what I mean, right? So that's usually what happens around these eclipse seasons. And also, y'all, if there's something that doesn't behoove you, this is a great opportunity for you to eliminate that particular aspect from your life, right? So Three of Wands. What is Three of Wands telling me here? There has been some great need which you might have been thinking, and it will be a major point for you in September. Some of you may be doing some traveling in September. I don't perceive it to be overseas travel, but it's not going to be immediate travel like you go from one city to another. This will be like shorter. Maybe you're going to visit somebody in another state or something like that. So short travels. And then you have the Three of Swords. But be a little bit careful because this travel, for some of you it could be for joy, for fun, for vacation. That's fine and dandy. But some of you may be making short trips to go and visit somebody who is not necessarily in the best of situation or position health-wise. Some of you may be going to travel to visit, I don't know, maybe kids in college or whatever. And you may feel that you will find out things that are you were not expecting. You will find out things are going to come to light with regards to certain situations when you travel, that this is not what I expected to hear, and this is not what I was expecting. I feel a little let down, I feel a little betrayed, that kind of a thing. Then in the middle of it you have the Page of Wands. Now this is interesting because Page of Wands is telling me that this whole thing this month you will be thinking a lot, focusing on coming up with new ideas and new plans and new avenues you want to take action on. But I'm going to tell you to be very careful because you have the Tower card, and the Tower card here is telling me that, hold on a second, these things may not come to fruition. So if you want to take action, if you want to set something new, if you want to set up something brand new, a new project, a new whatever, wait until the solar eclipse is over. Please wait at least until October 1st, okay? If you want to set something new into motion, okay? And then you have the Seven of Swords. So that's the thing. You may feel that you have lost control over certain situations. You may feel like you've lost access to something. You've lost, the ability to access something. And you may feel like, what's the point? I mean, I'm sitting here and thinking, what's the point? Like, what the heck is going on? You may feel like you're losing control over certain things. So there's going to be a little bit of a internal struggle for you in terms of, things coming full circle for you in your life, all the karma stuff and this and that and all. You'll think a lot about this. There's going to be a lot of action in your head where you're going to be thinking about all these things. Now think about one more aspect of it. I'm going to throw it out for you guys. Lunar is emotions, solar is the physical self or the ego. So we are going to be hit with both. This is a good wake-up call for us, every one of us, to take note and take note of, our mental state, our emotional state, and also check our egos, because we may get a little bit cocky and get a little out of control, and we'll be like, nothing's going to happen to me, and that's when the universe is saying, oh really? Okay, let me show you, right? So be a little bit careful about those things. With the 12th house, there may be some sort of a gravitation towards because we have Pisces and force gravitation towards a little bit more focus, if you will, on your faith. You could be visiting, thinking about it, or wanting to, I don't know, for some of you, you may think that you want to get baptized, or want to start going to your church, your temple, your place of worship, wherever. That's going to happen. But I will tell you, for you guys, the lunar eclipse is in Aquarius, which is your 11th house. So your emotions with regards to your people, your groups of friends, and the people who you socialize with, your emotions, your emotional bonds towards them, what you think about them, how you think of them may change a little bit. It's going to keep moving, and that's sitting right there with the 7, which is the Chariot card. So you have to have a balanced approach. Look, I'll tell you this though. All relationships go through ups and downs. There are moments where we are perfect in synchronization, and there are moments where the sync is off, right? The balance is off. So when the balance is off, we can't just jump and say, oh, the balance is off now, the balance is going to be off forever. Yeah, sure, some situations that could be the case. But this is a heads up for Aries. I would advise you all not to seek not to seek comfort in areas that you shouldn't be, because you will absolutely certainly, I'm talking about Aries who are in exclusive relationships. Do not seek comfort in areas that you shouldn't be. Get the drift, because if you do that, you are going to absolutely destroy your life, and you will regret it. You will come to regret it. Your whole life is going to change. So be careful about those things. Then again, there's some people who say, well, I don't give a flip, I'm going to do what I want to do. Well, listen, free will is a thing, so feel free to do what you want to do, right? Like I say, tarot, astrology, all these things, take it as like a weather report, right? So these are the energies around you to watch out for. Now, one more thing for Aries, with regards to people around you, they may flip too. Okay, it's not just you flipping out on people. People around you, your groups, your like-minded people, you may see, oh, all of a sudden, they really are not, what I thought them to be, or they may just, by their own admission, by their behavior, by their attitude, they may show you that they're really not who they are, that they really didn't think of you as highly as they said they did, or, they're really not your best friends, or whatever. Don't just cut them off right away, okay? They say when somebody shows their true colors, you better believe it. Yes, better believe it. But don't get all crazy and say off with your head type of thing, like, I'm going to cut you off from my life or whatever. Don't say that. Just hear it, keep it in your back pocket, and don't take any drastic action at this particular moment, unless, of course, there is a situation like domestic violence and things like that. That's a whole other thing. And I'm not here to give you any advice on any of that. Now, with regards to the solar eclipse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch out for the children. There could be some drama with regards to the children, those of you who have kids. So watch out for that. And let's get on with this. We have the Knight of Swords. Then we have the Justice card. Then we have the Queen of Swords. Wow, a lot of Swords energy. We have the Moon card again. And we have the Six of Swords. So I hate to say this, but some Aries may hear news or information about a certain loved one or somebody who's close to you who may not be doing really, really good in terms of their health, etc. There are some other Aries who, the Knight of Swords talks about a lot of changes coming to your life. You may start thinking about relocating, moving somewhere else, doing that sort of a thing. And the Justice card, what is the Justice card? It's Libra, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house, about relationships. So y'all may also be thinking, there's a lot of restlessness going on over there, thinking about relocating. Watch out for your health. If you have any health situations that has been niggling or nagging at you for a while, very specifically, I'm trying to see if there's any cuts and wounds and that kind of thing. Don't just ignore it and just kind of, say, oh, I'll be fine, I'll just wash it with some antiseptic and I'm good. Or like I notice in America, everybody uses rubbing alcohol and they think it's a cure for all. Yeah, rubbing alcohol may be, I'm not advising anybody to do this, I'm not a doctor. It may kind of clean the place or the spot a little bit, but that doesn't mean, just because you clean it on the surface doesn't mean there's no infection inside, right? Keep that in mind. So if you have any cuts and bruises and things like that, please go get that taken care of, particularly for those who are diabetic. We know we have to be careful about those things, right? That's common sense. Then you have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is again very interesting energy over here, because you may want to portray the message that you're self-sufficient and you're able to take care of yourself and you don't need any of that and all that stuff. If you are in a contentious situation, and just throw it out there, well, I don't need you, I can do it all on my own, and I never needed you, I never wanted you. That's going to come back to bite you in the behind, because you will be left alone, you will be allowed, they will walk away from you, and you will have to backpedal really fast. So Aries are quite independent people, they could also be a little bit stubborn, etc. But if you feel that way, I'm just advising, keep calm, y'all, I'm so sorry, this thing is bugging me, y'all, this dang tag on the back of my shirt. I'm going to take this off, it's really bugging me, and I'm sensitive to those tags and things. So this dang tag here, so yeah, I can sit there. Be careful and try not to be, try not to use, if you are in a situation where you have to confront somebody or somebody confronts you, I'm not saying, be a doormat or whatever, but try not to use very harsh words, okay? Be a little bit calm. Then you have the Moon card. Now, the Moon card over here is saying, listen, okay, watch out, watch out, watch out. Things are changing, so don't get so stuck and stubborn and say, well, this is it, this is the end, this is it, this is final. Don't, because everything is momentary, right? This is all cyclical natures of life. All the planets, they move, they change, the celestial dance, it's always changing, so things will change. Now you do have the Six of Swords. Now remember, this is for the month of September. You do have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is telling me that whatever transpires around this time, particularly the lunar eclipse time, is going to start pushing you towards wanting to move away from a particular situation, because you have been feeling that particular situation has been a little weighing on you for a little bit and you're not too happy about that. So there's that. Now let me take one more card from this to see what is. Oh, there you go, went flying over there. You have, it was the Seven of Swords in the reverse. How interesting. I'm sorry, Seven of Wands in the reverse. So what is the Seven of Wands? Seven of Wands talks about, self-defense. You may have felt like you had to defend yourself, you had to protect yourself, there were people coming at you, coming after you, and you had to justify yourself. Whatever hindrances you may have are going, like I said, this is transient, so wait. Don't run off and make hasty decisions, because this is all like temporary and it is absolutely going to change, okay? So hang on there. That is for my beautiful Aries for the month of September, and I'm going to pull out one other card really quick. These are long videos, y'all, so be prepared for this, okay? Let me, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to, I'll just use this. One final card. You have Two of Cups. Excellent, excellent. I love it. Two of Cups. So this is saying, look, if all this drama is surrounding partnerships, relationships for y'all, just hang in there. Everything is going to be fine. Whether it's partnerships at work, whether it's partnerships at office, whether it's partnerships with, I don't know, your immediate neighbors, whatever. So there are Two of Cups at the end is telling me that there is going to be a strengthening of, binding of, rebinding, re-strengthening, reinforcing, relationship, and this could also be your relationship with yourself, and that could be the way your own emotional state as well, right? So hang in there, Aries, and hold your horses, and everything is going to be fine. So now moving on, 20. I have to make a note of the timestamps, right? So we have Taurus here. So Taurus, this is going to be for the month of September. Please watch the intro, because in the intro I've explained some things which is very important to know before you start watching this, okay? This is for the month of September. We have some intense energies, lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse, literally 2 weeks apart. Okay, Taurus, do watch the intro, please do. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Taurus. We have Pisces for you, pop up. We have Sagittarius for you, pop up. And we have Leo for you, pop up. Okay? So, okay, do watch the week ahead readings. Those will be, for September. Those will be a little bit more detailed, specifically to the lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. I go by Vedic astrology for my beautiful Taurans. The lunar eclipse that's going to occur on the 7th and 8th of 7th to the 8th of September, depending on where you are in the world, is going to be in Aquarius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th house. And then the solar eclipse is going to be on the 21st of September, again depending on which part of the universe you're at. It's going to be in Leo, and Leo is 1, 2, 3, 4th house. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10th house and 4th house is what is going to be very, very active for you guys this month. So we have Pisces and the Force card, Sagittarius and the World card, Leo and Temperance. It's interesting because Pisces is going to be your 11th house, right? And what that is telling me is there is a possibility of profit from your profession, there's a possibility of profit from trade, there's a possibility of acquisition of money. And then the 4th house is regards to your home, your immediate environment, your hard work and, things like that, your relatives, education, inheritance from your mother particularly. Then moving on to Sagittarian, Sagittarius, 8th house and the World card. And then Leo, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. So Taurus, this is a very interesting month. So you have the whole spectrum of from your home to your mother to your 12, 11, 10th house. It's like a lot of stuff going on for you. So what I'm going to tell you all is, at the end of the day, balance is required. Maintain balance, emotional balance as well as, physical, mental balance, right? So maintain your emotional state. This is a little bit of a difficult month for most people, okay? Regardless of your sign. So just be a little bit careful. You all may have a need to shift homes. You all may have a need to relocate, and you may have some sort of a situation going on. Maybe a mother is leaving a legacy for you all, or maybe there's some sort of a fight with regards to that legacy. Maybe others are saying, no, that belongs to me. So all those kind of things could happen. And with Leo in your 4th house, so 12, 11, 10th house, this is also your reputation, 1, 2, 10th house. So that is also with regards to your profession. So don't quit your job and leave in a huff and a puff. If you're mad, suck it up, buttercup, wait a little bit. You may have people talk about the way you dress. They may say, oh, you're not dressing appropriately for this job. Well, if they say things like that, don't say, well, F you, I'm just going to go. Just say, all right, fine, I'm going to. How do you want me to dress in a work environment? and dress appropriately. But don't stop looking out for a job, because if they're going to be checked, unless you're, I don't know what the dress code is with a lot of these companies, unless you're dressed pretty appropriately, but somebody's picking on you just because we know bullying happens at work, right? So in that case, you be the best judge of it, and then look out for another job and leave. But if you leave right now in a huff and puff, you're going to struggle with finding another job. So please, temperance is required. Temperance, stay strong. Things are going to be shifting. Things are going to be moving. Things will come around full circle, and stay strong, okay? So also the central to this is inheritance, money, things, assets coming to you. Most of from a female member of your family, like mother, grandmother, that kind of a situation. It could also mean your home. If you are planning on putting your house on sale, don't do it right now. Wait for a little bit. Don't accept the offer right now, because you will have very poor offers at the moment, okay? Please watch the intro. That's a lot of information. So you have the 9 of Pentacles. Then you have the Page of Swords. Let's take these cards. Then you have the 5 of Cups. Then you have the 9 of Cups. See, it's going to be a bit of an emotional roller coaster for you guys. Then let's see. Then you have the 3 of Cups. Wow. Then you're going to have the Tower card. Then you have the 5 of Pentacles. A little bit contentious energy. Then we have the Wheel. You got the Wheel of Fortune over here. Then you have Temperance. You got 2 Temperance cards. Wow, strong energy. And then you have the 2 of Cups. Look, this is very, very interesting, because there's a lot of emotional, lot of emotions, right? So you do have the 9 of Pentacles. This, I think, this month is going to be very impactful for my beautiful Taurus, with regards to the finances, okay, or something to do with the assets and finances, be it inherited, be it your own hard work, be it work, be it whatever. Somehow your finances are definitely coming up to, they are the focal point, one way or the other, however they are related, whatever the sources. But I will advise you, do not go buy a house right now, do not buy an asset right now, do not sell an asset that you have right now. This is not the right time to do it, because if you buy something new, it's not going to last for a long time, because eclipse seasons, they are not permanent, they are not long lasting. So wait for a little bit. And also in terms of selling some asset, you're not going to get top dollar for it. They're going to be undercut. Be careful. Also with the Page of Swords, there's going to be a lot of talk. Remember I said, if you are in a situation where you're going to inherit something from somebody, there could be some sort of an argument with regards to that. Other family members may say, whatever, it's mine, it's not yours, yada yada, that kind of bull crap. There's a little bit of heartache. You are going to feel a little bit sad. You're going to feel like you're a little bit left out of the situation. Or if you did think you were going to inherit something and suddenly come to find out, well, it's not $100,000, it's $10,000, right? You may feel a little sad, so be careful. In my opinion, whatever you get, right? Be happy about it. But you may feel like you've been emotionally cut off and left out a little bit, and that could kind of put you in a situation where you are like, I'm just going to, with the 9 of Cups after that, I'm just going to kind of, just kind of hibernate, or whatever, feeling a little bit upset. But don't be, because at the end of the day, things are going to turn around, and you will feel emotionally satisfied and fulfilled, and be able to accomplish all your goals and your dreams and things like that. It's just a question of being a little bit careful. And the card right after that is the 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups is telling me that there are going to be people around you who are going to support you emotionally and help you get through the situation, whatever the situation may be. Then you have the Tower card. So whatever the situation may be, you are going to get through that. But the Tower card is clearly showing that something is going to be eclipsed from your life, okay? Absolutely it is. And then right after that, and see, the Tower card is ruled by Scorpio, and Tower card is a Scorpio card, and it's ruled by Mars and Pluto. So you may not necessarily like the way this is happening. You may not necessarily like the fact that this is occurring, but you can't help it. It's out of your control. Then you have the Five of Pentacles, and you will be a little bit worried. You will be a little bit concerned with regards to your financial situation. And then you have the Wheel. But the Wheel of Fortune is very interesting over here, because that is telling me, look, this is a temporary situation, y'all. Although it's very difficult, when somebody is low and out, it's difficult to say, oh, it's fine, you're going to be fine, just give it some time. We've all been there, like, oh, it'll be fine, it's just a matter of time. It's easy for us to say, but if you are in that situation, you may think, is this going to change? Am I forever going to be stuck in this situation? You're not forever going to be stuck in this situation. Time and energy is fluid. You will be able to move forward. But the universe is saying Temperance. Again, you have two Temperance cards over here. So I would take note of the Temperance card, okay? What the Temperance card basically means, right? Temperance means you have to have understanding. You have to have understanding of yourself, your situation, your circumstances, your environment. You have to have the balance of, your emotions in your head and your heart. You have to. This is the time where the universe is saying, look, you got to dig deep and draw the strength from within yourself. It's not all going to come from outside. Yes, you have the Three of Cups, which tells me there are going to be people who are going to support you. But even if there are people supporting you, if you don't have it within yourself to support yourself, then what are you going to accomplish? Then at the end of it all, you have the Two of Cups, which is excellent, because I think Aries also got Two of Cups as a final card. This is not your final card, but Two of Cups is saying, yes, great opportunities will come for you. Great opportunities. Just hold your horses. I'm telling everybody this month of September, hold your horses. People who are struggling with jobs, it's not necessarily looking good, okay? The employment market, as we see in the United States, is not necessarily looking good, and it is not going to look good for a brief period of time. So if you have a job, you're not happy with the job, hang on for a second before you just say quit and go, because it's not going to be as easy as you think to find another job. If you are looking out, make sure you find another job and it's solid before you quit this. But even if you do, that's going to be temporary, because this is all the eclipse season. So nothing permanent happens around the eclipse season. Like, anything new, if you start anything new, it's not going to be permanent. And your final card is Ace of Swords. So this is telling me you have to have clarity of thought, absolute clarity of thought. Whatever you decide to do this month, make sure you have total and complete clarity of thought. So please take note of that, and wishing my beautiful Taurines all the very best. Like I said earlier, please go and watch the intro. There's some very interesting information of that's going to help you out. Okay, next, moving on to Geminis, 3715. Oh, this is going to go on for a long time tonight. So, my beautiful Geminis for the month of September 2025. Let me see. We have Libra. We have Pisces and Leo. Pisces and Leo popped up for Taurus too. I just did that. We have Judgment. We have the Sun card. And we have the World card. Now, I will say, I follow Vedic astrology. Please watch the intro. I've explained it very clearly over there. According to Vedic astrology, the lunar eclipse that's going to occur on the 7th and 8th of September is going to be in Aries. And for you, what is Aries? We are reading for Gemini, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So your lunar eclipse is going to be in Aquarius, your 9th house, okay? And solar eclipse, which is on the 21st of September, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th house. I'm sorry. Gemini, right? 1, 2, 3. Third house. I'm sorry, third house. So Aquarius is your lunar eclipse, right? Ninth house. And solar eclipse is going to be in your third house. So 9th house and third house. So very important. Be careful if you're traveling right off the bat. You could have some sort of issues in travel, some sort of confusion, drama, etc. Be very careful. You should also watch out and pay attention to your father figure, emotions regarding relationships regarding your father figure. And then also with regards to your third house, your communication, 1, 2, 3, be very careful, okay? These lunar and solar eclipses are intense energies. You may have some sort of a communication pop up with regards to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With regards to any court cases or legalities, there's a lot of speculation. Announcements will be made, judgments will be called. Be careful of how you want to present your case and how you want to do all those things, okay? Just watch out, don't rush and be hasty and say, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Be careful, okay? Even if you are going to be, if you're planning on filing a lawsuit against somebody, wait a little bit until these eclipses pass before you make that decision. Don't be hasty and just to go jump around, like, and say, oh, I'm just going to file and, I'm going to sue you and this and that and all that stuff, right? Calm down a little bit. You need to balance your energies. You need to be very, very careful with legalities and stuff like that, okay? Third house, communication, how you communicate with people also. Then we have Pisces and the Sun. So let me see. So Gemini 1, 10th house, and then the Sun card, and then Leo on the World card. This is an interesting month for you, Gemini. Communication, you have to be careful. Watch out for your immediate environment, how you talk. No. 9th house. Also watch out for your father figure. There could be something you could be finding out about that. There could be some conclusions with regards to the relationship. There could be something legal going on even with the father figure. And also there could be new beginnings. Watch out for your long distance travels. Be careful with any entanglement. I'm not talking about like your immediate siblings, like your brother or sister. I'm talking about their spouses. Be careful about any entanglement you might have with your siblings' respective spouses. You could have some sort of a skirmish over there, butting of heads, a little bit of, confrontations, contentious kind of a situation. Watch out for how you communicate with them too. If you're sending legal notices to anybody, you got to be very careful how you go about doing it, because you may think, aha, I got them, here's my legal notice, take that. But by some default or whatever, the legal notice may actually end up not working in your favor. So watch out for that. If you are in a situation where you are going to be receiving legal judgments or decisions in courts, you have to take it for what it is. Take it in your stride. Decisions will be made. Decisions will be made for sure. Okay? If you're expecting, I don't know, divorce, if you're expecting some sort of a legal thing, whatever it may be, you will hear this month. And that could put you in a bit of a spin also, because 12, 11, 10th house, yeah, that could put you in a bit of a spin. Again, 9th house and 10th house both regarding your father or father figure. If you are for those of you Geminis who are in partnerships with your dad, like working with your dad, there could be some sort of skirmish going on there. So time and energy is fluid. Watch out for that. Right out of the bat, you have 9 of Pentacles, again, finances. Then we have Page of Swords. Then we have 3 of Swords. Then we have 10 of Wands. Then we have 7 of Swords. Wow. I love these cards. The artwork on them is stunning. Then we have the Empress, interesting. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Oh, clarity of thought. You need that clarity of thought. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles. Focus on your work. Focus, focus, focus. The Magician. Then we have the 2 of Swords. So you will be making some decisions this month, okay? Absolutely will be making some decisions. Let me actually move them that way so I can see all the cards. So you're not going to be in the poorhouse, but finances are in the back of your head. There's a lot of talk about, what is this regarding, what's going on, is it going to cost me more money? You're going to hear some news regarding your finances too. Maybe this is finances and stuff you may be inheriting from your father, or this has got something to do with your long distance travel. Maybe you're going to meet your father. For those of you who work with your father or are in business with your father, will be a little bit contentious. And then you have the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is there's a feeling of being betrayed. There's a feeling of like, I wasn't expecting this, or this is not what I was expecting. Some of you may be traveling long distance because maybe your father or father figure is not necessarily in the best of health. So that is a possibility, although I don't wish that on anybody. I'm just saying what the cards are telling me. Take it with a pinch of salt and use your own discretion to make your own decisions, right? Then you have the Ten of Wands. You may be feeling a little bit burdened, or maybe you're working with your dad, or maybe you're worried about, a father who may not be doing well. Well, is he going to still have his job? Or, if he's a business owner, who's going to take over the business? So, things like that. And then you have the Seven of Swords. Again, the Seven of Swords is saying you'll have to, the universe is going to call you to protect yourself with regards to make sure that people are not going to undercut you, undermine you, try to steal something from you. So be very careful. Have a watchful eye around your situation. Then you have the Empress card here, which is interesting. Empress is ruled by Venus. It talks about security, abundance, etc., etc. But right after that, you have the Ace of Swords. You have to be very clear and watch out for a female feminine energy that could be kind of watching from the sidelines. It's not a bad energy, but then it's almost like, you can't read that person's mind. That person is not saying much or talking much. And this could very well be even a mother figure, or this could very well be a own spouse or your older sister. Feminine energy, for sure, feminine energy. So the reason they are being very quiet and not being very communicative is simply because they're like wait and watch. They themselves are a little bit unnerved by the whole situation. And you have to have a little bit of clarity in your own thought as to how you're going to approach that individual and deal, because somehow that individual is also tied into this. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So even if you're not able to get much out of them, continue to work at things, continue to stay focused, continue to pay attention to yourself, your surroundings, and how you communicate with people, and just focus. Then you do have the Magician, right? The Magician is Mercury, again communication. Gemini, we know, is ruled by Mercury. It's all about communication. And then you have the Two of Swords. So again, for you, like a certain other sun sign I just read for, it's time to compromise and make a decision. So you will be forced to compromise and make a decision. You may not necessarily want to, because with the Magician card popping up here, it's telling me right under the Ten of Wands, you are so burdened, you're going to be so burdened, because it's almost like the decision and everything, all the responsibilities fallen on your shoulders, and you're like, why me? But why not you? So you may feel a little burdened by that, but you are going to be in a position where you will have to make decisions with regards to whatever the situation is, right? So you're going to be in a bit of a stressful situation in terms of, am I making the right decision? All of us, right? When we have to make a decision that's going to affect us, we kind of all worry about, is it the right decision or not? Or did I make the right call? Is it the right move? If somebody has to, for example, don't freak out. If somebody is like, well, do I have to move my parent to a assisted facility? Is this the right move? How is it going to affect them emotionally, mentally? How is it going to, oh, I feel bad, I regret it. Sometimes, we all have these situations. So watch out for that. A Sun card, excellent, I love it. So Once you cross the solar eclipse on the 21st of September, you will see the energy around you, not on that exact day. You will see, and again, remember, solar is your physical self, your ego. Lunar is your emotional self. Lunar is associated with mother, the feminine energy. Solar energy is associated with the father. So I hate to say this, but watch out if you all have a parent, a male parent, somebody you consider to be your parent who has not been doing very well. Please go and visit them. Spend some time with them. So any decisions you'll make this month, and for everybody, every single sign, I'm going to say, be calm and cool and make your decisions. Don't, we can't, for example, like, somebody's like, well, solar and lunar eclipse, you're saying don't make a decision. The doctor has told me I need to get surgery. Like, should I say yes or should I? Look, if it is regarding your health, please, pay attention to your medical caregiver, right? Do what you're supposed to do in the best interest of your health and your life, right? For real. So you're not going to wait and say, oh, let the lunar eclipse go and let the solar eclipse go. No, if it needs to be done now, freaking do it, right? Pay attention to your medical caregiver or whatever. Not me, not any other astrology reader or tarot reader, please. Common sense, people, use common sense. So I'm going to leave it at that. But solar eclipse, and moreover, most of this energy is more than the lunar eclipse. I think all that emotional thing, communication, feeling, energy, opinions, thought process is all more focused on the father figure. So the solar eclipse is going to be a little bit intense for you guys. So watch out for that. Watch the intro, y'all. Next we move on to Cancer. My God, this is going to be a long one, everybody. Cancerians, how are you? This is going to be a month ahead tarot for September 2025. Please do watch the intro. I have explained about the solar and lunar energies. Solar and lunar eclipses. And pay attention, listen to that. You have Neptune. I've given some information there that is general for everybody. You have Leo, and then you have Uranus. Very, very interesting. Very strong energies right out of the bat. And also, please go and watch the week ahead because I do the week ahead, and there'll be more on the eclipses. You have the Lover's card. You have Judgment. You have the Sun card. Excellent. So Cancerians, for y'all, for everybody, according to Vedic astrology, the lunar eclipse is going to be in Aquarius, and the solar, which is the 7th and 8th of September, and the solar eclipse, which is on the 21st of September, is going to be in Leo. Now this is per Vedic astrology. So for my beautiful Cancerians, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8th house, the lunar eclipse is going to be in your 8th house. What is 8th house all about? 8th house is about longevity, it's about legacies, it's about your reputation, your disgrace, your defeat, your long-term finances, regeneration, illusions, your intuition as well, material matters, your sexual energy, secrets, all that stuff. And that is your 8th house, which is where the lunar eclipse is going to be. And the solar eclipse is going to be in Leo, which is your 2nd house. And what is 2nd house? 2nd house is about your accumulated wealth, how you earn your money, your family, your ability to earn, your possessions, your self-control, what's in your bank, things like that. And it also has things to do with your food, your speech, and your eyes. So watch out for what you consume. There could be chances of food poisoning and things like that, digestive tract issues. Also, go get your eyes checked. Be careful. Wear protective glasses. Wear shades when you're out in the sun. Sunglasses, shades, dark glasses, whatever they call them in whichever part of the world, right? So let's move on. You have Neptune and the Lover's card. So For those of you who are particularly in relationships, exclusive relationships, be it married, be it whatever, if it's same sex, opposite sex, doesn't matter. There is going to, and if that particular individual has Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, there are going to be some sort of a confusion, some sort of a, what am I going to say? Some sort of the longevity of your relationship with that person will come up. The term of your relationship with that person, like, do you want to continue? There'll be some little bit of confusion, some sort of a mental stress, and then that's sitting right on the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, and Gemini is your 12th house. So there's going to be a lot of conversation, communication with your significant other, more so, and particularly if they have an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, rising or whatever, Sun, Ascendant, Moon, whatever, rising in Aquarius. Even if they may not necessarily be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Venus, or whatever in Aquarius, this month, this lunar eclipse, the focus is going to be on your the longevity of your relationships. Is this what you wanted? For some of you, you may say, you know what, yeah, this is what I want to go ahead and get married to this person. For others of you, you may say it's not working out, you could break up even. So keep that in mind. Then you have Leo, which is your second house, and then that's sitting on the Judgment card. Okay, what is the Judgment card? Is Pluto. And I said Leo is your second house, and that's where the solar eclipse is going to come. So you may hear some information with regards to your inheritance, your money, the way you earn money, your income. There could be some radical sweeping changes, or there's going to be growth or an opportunity to grow. So things are changing. So wait until, if you're starting something new, I would recommend you wait. But definitely there's going to be some change over there. Then you have Uranus, and Uranus is, what is Uranus? Uranus talks about sudden changes and shocks. And then it's sitting on the Sun card, which is again your second house, right? Accumulated wealth, how you're going to earn money, etc. For some of you, you may actually lose your jobs. For some of you, your business may be affected. For some of you, you may lose your ability to earn income. Or maybe if you're earning $100, it's going to be deducted to $50 or whatever. It's a bit contentious. So don't get into fights and arguments about inheritance and money and all those things, because that will not behoove you. I'm telling you, it's not going to behoove you. Don't go aggressive. It's not going to behoove you. We have the Four of Wands. Excellent. I want to take this one. We have the Seven of Cups. I'm going to take these cards. Go here. We have the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Chariot card, which is your own sign, right? Then we have the Knight of Swords. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Then we have the High Priestess. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. You will have an opportunity. You may feel everything is, and then you have the Nine of Cups. So for you, Cancerians, I'm going to say that you may go through some pretty intense energy over here, pretty intense volatility, changing. You may feel like you won. I won this battle. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be set. In a certain way you have. But if you play your cards right, things will work out for you, okay? And then with the Seven of Cups, it's telling me you will have choices. You will have, so if you are in a situation where you're going to have to pick and choose what your avenue of income or money is coming in is going to be, then make your choices. Pick your choice, right? Make your decisions wisely. You will have some choices. This could also have something to do with your home, with your immediate environment, such as your home, the place you live, and things like that. Also with regards to your mother. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Keep in mind that as you may feel like you're spinning a wheel, but hang in there, because things will smoothen out. You will find a way out of that whirlpool. As long as you keep a level head, as long as you don't go totally ballistic and get into a fight and arguments with people. Five of Pentacles is, there is a little bit concern and worry about your ability to continue to make money to sustain yourself. And then you have the Chariot card. Look, as long as you're able to balance, look, Cancerians, for some of y'all, again, this may not affect everybody, but Cancerians, apply yourself. If you're sitting on your hiney and expecting things to happen, it's not going to work out fine. But if you only apply yourself a little bit, things will work out for you, because you will realize what your true potential is, and then you don't need anybody. Okay? But give me, take me, buy me attitude is not going to work for you. The Chariot card is saying, look, take control of the situation. If you have a balanced approach, you will be able to do well. Knight of Swords is saying, you may feel like, there's going to be a lot of quick changes headed your way. Quick decisions have to be made. Yes, absolutely. But Nine of Wands is telling me, even though you have to make these quick decisions, don't overreach, don't overextend. Stay within your limits, stay within your boundaries. Do not overreach, do not overextend. That's going to bite you in the behind like no business. It's going to take a chunk out of both your bum cheeks, and you are not going to like that. So don't overextend yourself. Do not overextend yourself. Okay? And this is also telling me that you have to be a little bit careful, because please stay within your limits. Please stay within your limits. Stay within your boundaries. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Then you have the High Priestess, which is very interesting. High Priestess is the Moon card. Trust your intuition, right? You will be able to what's the word? You will be able to, if you use maturity, you will be able to move past whatever this obstacle is. And some of it is really in your head. Also, if you're going to be seeking somebody to help you and guide you, pay attention to them, but also you have the ability to make your own independent decisions, right? Hear what they have to say, weigh the pros and cons. Just don't go blindly believing people. Pay attention to what they're saying, weigh the pros and cons, and then make your decisions. But the High Priestess here is also telling me that there's some stuff that is hidden. So wait until all that comes to light before you make your final decision. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is excellent in my opinion, because you will have choices, you will have opportunities and chances to go two routes. You have to weigh the pros and cons before you make your decision. So be wise about that. Then you have the Nine of Cups. If you are calm and cool and make your wise decisions, you will have enough and more to satisfy your emotions, to satisfy your needs. You will have everything to be able to take care of your wants and needs. Okay? So again, how you play this is on you. Remember, free will is something we all have. Okay, these cards popped out. I'm going to take it. You have Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and you have Ace of Wands. Excellent. If you remember, I said Nine of Cups is saying that wish fulfillment. You will have everything that you wanted, you wished. That satisfaction, knowing that everything is set, is going to be there. And right after that, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is like long-term financial security. And then you have the Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands is telling me, yes, you have to be able to be a little bit flexible and taking control of the situation and working for it. Again, this give me, take me, buy me attitude is not going to behoove you. Then you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is telling me you will be put in a position where you will have control like you always wanted, and that's going to, like, it'll put you in the driver's seat to be able to steer the vehicle to wherever you want it to go. So that's excellent for my beautiful Cancerians. Please do watch the intro. I have shared some information with regards to the solar and lunar eclipses, the difference in Vedic astrology and Western astrology. Also watch the week ahead readings, okay? Wishing you all the best. So after that, who do we have? After Cancerians, we have Leo. So for my beautiful Leos for the month of September, please watch the intro. I've shared some information with regards to the eclipses this month. 7th and 8th, we're going to have the 7th to the 8th, we're going to have the full moon lunar eclipse. 21st, we're going to have the solar eclipse. And for my beautiful Leos, the lunar eclipse is going to be in Aquarius, and Aquarius is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house, and then the solar eclipse is in your first house. So here we have Libra, Sagittarius, Mercury. What is the time? Oh, I have to cut this short a little bit because I have a live coming up at 8:30 and I got to watch out for that. So we have the Magician, we have the Moon card, we have the Tower card. A little bit of a sticky month for you, I won't lie to you guys. A little bit of a sticky month for you guys, for my beautiful Leos. Right? 7th house lunar eclipse is going to be in Aquarius, your 7th house. That has got to do with your relationships, husband and wife, contracts, right? Contractual relationships, trade, travel, marriage, litigation, your spiritual growth, your partnerships, prosperity, success or failure, recovery of lost property, okay? And your solar eclipse, which is on the 21st, is going to be in your very first house. Your first house is your identity, yourself, your body, your fame, your health, your immediate, your environment, the environment you thrive in. So intense. Watch out for your health. Please watch out for your health. Watch out for your emotional health, because this is regarding your relationships as well. So watch out for that. We have the Knight of Swords. Oh, there's going to be a lot of talk and communication. We have the Ten of Wands. Then we have the Magician. Then we have the Moon card. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Hangman. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. And one card. Six of Swords again. You are going to, okay, this is done and done. Relationships. You are going to find out your identity, how your identity is tied to your relationship. Okay? How does that work? Why? That sort of a thing. So, separations for some of you, court cases for some of you, legal settlements for some of you, relationships falling apart. You're going to get a whole bunch of information thrown at you at once, feeling very burdened. You may feel you want to take control and you want to do whatever. You know, I'm going to be the decision maker. I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to say wait, because the Moon card pops up right after that, which is saying a lot of things are hidden at the moment. Don't be hasty in making your decisions. If somebody says, oh, you know, I'm going to break up with this marriage or whatever, you know, spur of the moment decisions, absolutely not. Your whole identity is going to come up. Your ego, yourself, where you live at, your strengths, your weaknesses, your aptitude, your independence, you know, your happiness. People are going to be questioning your qualities, your character, and it's going to hit you hard. And this could come from relationships, marriage, husband, wife, or contractual relationships. There is litigation. For some of you, you may lose assets. For some of you, you may gain assets, gain stuff that you might have lost. trust your intuition, be very analytical about your situation, and also be very, very careful about contracts. Do not sign any contracts at this moment. Y'all, do not. Leos particularly, do not sign contracts at this moment, be it with your job, be it with, buying a property asset, be it with a prenuptial arrangement, be it whatever. Do not sign anything. Leos, do not. Lot of emotions. There could be a little bit of emotional blackmail, overwhelming emotions, feeling like, what, screw this, I have a lot of options and opportunities, I can do whatever I want. Don't. This is not the time for you to do any of that. This is the time for you to sit on your hands, hurry up and wait. Yes, you may feel frustrated, but hurry up and wait. Do not do anything brash. Then you have the Page of Cups, which is telling me that, you're going to hear a lot of information come at you. You're going to have new offers. So if this is a contractual relationship that's going south, you will have new offers come up and say, oh, maybe we can look at this, maybe how about reconsidering, etc. But you're actually going to be walking away for the situations. You got 2 sixes. I'm sorry, this is sounding quick and fast, but it is. You are going to be absolutely walking away from a situation, okay? And this is going to certainly affect your state of mind. And if there is a significant other, if you're going to lose a contract, if you're going to lose a partnership or contractual relationship, there's a very high chance that you could be losing. I'm sorry, I don't have much good news for you. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I just read what the cards tell me. So Leos are going to be hit a little bit hard. I'm also going to tell Leos, be very, 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 very careful this month, because there is a chance Leos could get into Leos can get into a situation where their health could be affected, where their also when you're emotionally overloaded. Don't drive, don't operate heavy equipment. Leos, be very careful in terms of driving. Accidents and things like that could happen because your mind is elsewhere. Your mind is focused on this, whatever this thing is that's chewing your brains with regards to contractual relationships, partnerships. Watch out if you are in a business with a partner. There could be some shenanigans going on. Don't confront them. Gather information. Wait until the solar eclipse passes and then go and seek legal aid. Record. Keep everything under record. Don't make hasty decisions. But Leo, I hate to say this. It's going to be a little harsh for you. And I'm also going to throw this in here because if there is any individual who's, let's say, a world leader or anybody who has got a lot of Leo in their chart, double Leo, triple Leo, whatever, their life could be in danger. We have seen this happen because if you'll know Hulk Hogan passed recently. He's a triple Leo. That unexpected. I'm not saying every Leo is going to drop dead. That's not what I'm saying, and I'm not fear-mongering. If you know astrology, you will understand these things. And they say these eclipses, the energy is 3 months before to 3 months after. Some say 3 weeks, some say 3 days. I always consider 3 months, even though there are going to be other celestial changes, planets keep moving, etc. Eclipses are very, very strong, okay? Eclipses are, they affect us a lot more, okay? So Leos, I'm going to say be careful. Be calm, watch out when you're operating heavy equipment, take care of your health. If there's something regards to, let's say you're having a lot of headaches, you're having, vision issues and things like that, please go and seek medical attention and care, okay? Do not shut it down and do not be blasé about it, okay? Thank you so very much. Bye for now. Alright, so let's continue with these month ahead readings I'm going to be doing for the month of September. Please do watch my intro. There's some interesting information that's going to help you all understand this a little bit better. And this is going to be for Virgo, okay? For Virgos, this is going to be your month ahead reading for September. Now keep in mind the full moon lunar eclipse is on the 7th to the 8th of September, depending on where you live. And that full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in the sign of Aquarius per Vedic astrology. Then on the 21st of September, we have a new moon solar eclipse that is going to be in the sign of Leo per Vedic astrology, okay? So if you are confused about Vedic astrology and Western astrology, just watch the intro. It'll help you understand things. So Virgo, let's see what's going on for you. we have Pluto, we have Libra, and then we have Taurus. So let's start with the, this is for the whole month ahead. So let's start with the, for you, the lunar eclipse is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th house. 6th house is all about, you know, your work, your health, your habits, friends, enemies, you know, your worries, if you have worries, debts, legal courts, that sort of a thing. If you are managing people, your subordinates. And the solar eclipse is going to be in Leo, so that'll be a 12th house, which is going to be karma, hidden supports, institutions, expenses, etc. Do watch my week ahead, because that will give you a little bit more clarity about this. So this is for the entire month of September. Oh, I forgot to show you. So we have Temperance, we have the Force, and we have, which is the Strength card, and we have the Tower card. So for my beautiful Virgos, like I say every single time, when you have eclipses, don't make any major decisions, because remember, eclipse is to shadow, overshadow, to deviate from, not deviate from, to eliminate, eclipse, right? To remove. This is an opportunity to get rid of things that do not behoove you, that sort of stuff. So for Virgos, so let me draw these cards. We have, what do we have? The Nine of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm going to take these cards. We have Ten of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the Three of Swords. Wow, we have the Five of Wands. Contentious energy for y'all, Virgos. Then we have the Emperor. Knight of Wands. And then we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So this is not necessarily the best of energies, and I will tell you this, so before you all freak out and say, oh my god, the words, no. Time and energy is fluid. You know, the only thing that I would advise all to look at these astrology, tarot readings, etc. as a heads up in terms of what are the energies that are going to be around you. So be prepared. I would tell everybody during the eclipses, do not, if you can help it, make any major decisions regarding anything in life, because these energies are transient. Once this goes, you will better be able to, you'll be better informed and will make better decisions. So with Pluto and the Temperance card, so Pluto is a little bit hectic of a energy, right? We all know what Pluto is. It talks about regeneration, which is good. In a way, regeneration is good. But we don't want regeneration of anything negative happening in our life, right? And so since the eclipse is going to be, lunar eclipse is going to be in your, did I say 6th house? Virgo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th house. Be a little bit careful. Maybe they could be, you could be parting ways with somebody who is, in your opinion, thought would be your friend or such, or there could be a re-emergence of somebody who you might have thought as to be your enemy. Enemy is a harsh word, right? Somebody who didn't have the best interest, didn't have your best interest at heart. They could come back to your life and cause a little bit of drama, cause a little bit of issues. This could be, for some people, an old case that's coming back to the surface. And you may have to go through some sort of a legal situation. So maybe people are coming back and say, hey, you actually owe me this money, you never paid it off. Or, yeah, and you'll be like, no, I paid it off. And that kind of situation. Some of y'all may have a situation where people could be trying to sue you as well. So be careful of all those things. Then you have Libra and you have the Strength card. So for Virgos, Libra is your second house, right? The second house talks about your accumulated wealth, etc. So you have to stand very, very strong in where you are as far as your ability to earn income, your income that you've earned, the wealth that you have created. Be careful about it. There could be people who are trying to poke at you to extract money out of you, so be careful. Then you have Taurus and you have the Tower card. So Taurus is 12, 11, 10, 9th house. So I'm going to say long distance journeys, kind of put it off a little bit for now. And even if you have to, then have backup plans. 9 of Pentacles again is telling me, see, overall energy here, it's Pentacles and then it's Swords and then it's the Cups card. So I think this has got a lot to do with your assets, your monies, your income, your properties and things like that. So yes, 9 of Pentacles does say you have some sort of a self-sufficiency in being able to take care of it. But the Queen of Cups here is saying a little bit of an emotional push and pull kind of a drama that could go on. Or maybe there is an individual in your life who's trying to extract more money out of you. For example, those who may be going through a divorce, there may be somebody who's trying to say, hey, I want more. And it doesn't have to be feminine. The card is showing feminine, depending on, whether it's a same-sex marriage or a heterosexual marriage or even a relationship. Somebody may say, I want more money as far as child support is concerned, or maybe you are asking for more. There are such energies around you. Then 10 of Pentacles, this is talking about your long-term financial security and such. And you have the Knight of Cups. So you may have an offer, even though this is a bit contentious of a situation, you may have an offer of let's say somebody owes you money and you come to a settlement or whatever. You may not get everything at one time, at one shot. They may parse it out, but you will get it. Okay, so there's going to be a bit of an emotional offer over there. Then 8 of Swords here. 8 of Swords is telling me that's going to make you feel a little restricted. It's going to say, dang, that's putting me in a tight spot. What do I do about it? What's going on? And you have the 4 of Swords after that, which is saying that the stress of it all could kind of catch up to you, and you may feel like, I need to take a break. I need to take a step back. I would advise you, excuse me, didn't mean to yawn, that just came out. I would advise you to take a break, to take a step back, to rest up a little bit. Like I said, during the eclipses, it's better to lay low, okay? And wait it out, ride it out. I'm going to give you guys 4 weeks. So I'm going to say wait until the end of September or even the 1st of October. And remember, the solar eclipse is going to be in Leo on September 21st. And for you, the solar eclipse is your 12th house. So all this karmic stuff and energies for eclipses start 3 months before and they last until 3 months after, in my opinion. So this is a bit of a, you may have been feeling the pinch a few weeks or even a couple months before this. So you may also feel like, what, I'm just tired, I just want to give up. Don't do that, just wait a little bit. This energy is going to pass. Then the 5 of Wands is telling me you will have to protect your assets, protect yourself from authority or an authoritarian figure. And also, if you are reaching out to somebody who is an authority to protect you, you will get their help, you will get their assistance, and they're going to help you defend yourself. Then you have the 6 of Wands in the reverse, not the 4, the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Even though you may go through all of this drama, have the necessary people to help you, support you, this, that, and the other, it's not necessarily going to turn out as you expected. Now, one more thing I do want to say is, if anybody is in a situation where they are, struggling with health issues, etc., you may not necessarily find the best of you may not get the news that you wanted. You may not get the news that you expected. So there's a little bit of a disappointment, a little bit of a heartache, and you may feel like, dang, I can't get over this. I can't seem to get over this hump, when am I going to win this? When is this all going to end? So there's a little bit of a struggle over there, I hate to say, but hang in there, because again, Three of Pentacles, you will have the help you need. Okay, there will be people who are going to help you. If you are struggling with finances or anything like that, there will be people who are going to come and assist you and help you and things like that. So Virgos, it's not necessarily best of times, but hey, it could be worse, right? So take heed, be calm, be cool, and things should work out for you, right? So that is, and now we'll move on to Libra. Let's move on to Libra. What do we have for Libra? Please watch the intro, Libra. You will see the energies for you. Please watch the intro, because there is some interesting information regarding to Vedic astrology and Western astrology. I've explained that for you, for everybody. So do watch that. It'll help you understand the houses and things like that. Okay, so Libra, for the month of September 2025, we have the Earth card, we have Cancer, we have Pluto. Interesting. One, two, three, four, five. For you, the lunar eclipse is going to be in your 5th house, and the solar eclipse is going to be in your 11th house. Solar eclipse is coming up on September 21st. Let's organize this. Hang on one second, y'all. Please note, time and energy is fluid. During the eclipses, I advise everybody not to make any hasty decisions. Wait until the energies of the eclipses pass you by, and then, make your decisions. So keep that in mind. First card is the Chariot card. Then you have 8 of Swords. Then you have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Then you have the Knight of Wands. Some of these cards came out for Virgo as well, and I shuffled the cards, so I'll know that. This card also came out. So, wow, this one also came out. Dang. Page of Swords. Queen of Swords. The Moon card. The Wheel. So Libra, you have Earth and Judgment, you have Cancer and the Hangman, then you have Pluto and the Hermit card. And then you have the Chariot card, 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands in the reverse, you have the Knight of Wands, then you have the 4 of Swords, you have the 5 of Wands, you have the Page of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords, you have the Moon card, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is some hectic energy. You'll have some hectic energy over here, right? So let's take out one. 4 of Swords. So you have the 4 of Swords twice. Libra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th house. The lunar eclipse in the 5th house. What does the 5th house mean? 5th house is speculation, it's children, it's counseling, it is past life karmas, love affairs, freedom, adventure, change, etc. So I think this is going to be a pretty incredible time for you all this month of September. If the energies haven't started, or you would have been seeing some heads up, some little bits and pieces here about since for the past 3 months, about change. So changes are coming for y'all. Y'all can't help it. Change is coming. This change is also going to change your way of thinking, if it hasn't already. It's really going to how you process things, how you react to things, how you handle things. It's really going to change it. This is a pretty interesting reading actually for Librans. Then you have Cancer with the Hangman, right? So where are we at? Where's my Cancer? Hang on one second, Libra. 10,000. So if you're in a situation with regards to your career where you're like, okay, I don't know what to do, you're planning on changing your career, etc., things are not necessarily going to progress and move forward as you expected. I'm going to tell you, don't worry about it, wait. But if you're thinking of quitting your job or changing your business or anything like that, please don't do it. If you're thinking of moving your business or your locations to somewhere else, don't do it. If you're thinking of relocation, don't do it for the time being. Put it off until October. This whole thing is your whole stability or whatever, your you will get news about movement, but are you game for it? Do you like it? Do you want it? Yeah, I'm not so sure. So you're going to be thinking a lot about these things. The Chariot card, things are more. See, you have 2 Cancer cards. You have 2 Four of Swords. Intense energy. So just wait a little bit, okay? Wait. Because for you, my beautiful Librans, the solar eclipse is going to be in your 11th house, and which is on the 21st of September. So that's about your profession, your like-minded groups of people, groups and friends around you. So there's a lot going on over here. There is a lot for you Librans for the month of September. I'm going to advise you all to wait, because hasty decisions is not going to give you victory. There's a sense of incompleteness. There's a sense of, I'm like my hands are tied behind my back. So just wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. You may want to rush off and make a decision, and you may feel like, I just want to get this over and done with. I'm saying don't do that. Don't be hasty. This is the time for you to step back and take a break, and just wait. For some of you, I do believe you all may end up in a situation where you all will be seeking, medical assistance. For some of you, you may be in a situation where, you may be bound to the house or bound to a particular location because you are unable to move around, like, health. So watch out for your health. There is also need for you to there's going to be some challenges and obstacles. You have to protect yourself from that and be cognizant of your limitations and your strengths when you are trying to deal with the challenges and get past the obstacles. Then the Page of Wands. You will think of new creative ideas. You will have, it's not, the world is going to end type of thing. This may look like, it's a bit limiting, a kind of a situation, and like I said, your hands are tied behind your back, but you will be in a situation pretty soon where you will be able to take control and come up with new ideas and opportunities to move forward. Queen of Swords over here. Be very careful about how you communicate with people. Be very careful about your language. There could be some legalities. There could be some you may get a eviction notice, or you may get hey, sorry, we're not going to renew your contract. You need to go find other accommodations, your home or office or whatever. Things like that could happen. The Moon card is saying there's a lot that's hidden. There's a lot that's under the surface. Keep a watchful eye out, and specifically by the lunar eclipse, and do not make hasty decisions. And this is a time for you to actually focus on your mental health. Sit and do your meditations if you can. Take your long walks. Introspect. These 2 cards also are symbolic of you need to be a little bit more introspection. Okay. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So keep in mind, no matter how contentious or how stressful the situation may be, Wheel of Fortune is saying things are going to be moving. They'll move pretty fast. And you'll be like, what? I've been sitting here thinking that everything has come to a full stop and suddenly things are moving.